Pastor Henderson set the record straight on why he hushed the woman in church. Watch this.
So, the backstory was there was a woman and you could hear her making audible sounds. You turn around, you say, that hush.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, don't ma'am me. I always tell people a snippet of video is not the total story. Yeah. So tell me what happened there.
Well, social media is into cuts, not context.
Yeah.
And every suggestion that I got from every naysayer, I've already done. This is a 4-year battle, right?
Oh, this is ongoing.
This is ongoing. So I've already talked to her personally. I'd already had ushers go up to her. I've already had prayer warriors. I've had everything. So she did it publicly after being asked not to.
What is she? Is she cry? Is an emotional?
Well, as a pastor, I know the difference between disturbance and worship. And what people have to understand, is that every time you hear a noise in church, it isn't worship. And so there has to be order. For instance, it's okay to applaud in this room right now. But if somebody got up and just started clapping right now, I'm sure somebody would bring order to the room.
Yeah.
And so what I did is I brought order to the room so people could hear God and not hurt. And I'd do it again if I needed to.
Wow, this is my first time hearing about the situation. Me and my husband, we did a video about this yesterday. And so when we hear this, wow, I'm not even surprised. When you start getting into ministry personally and start or even have your own church or start doing conferences, you start learning things. And I know that a lot of people didn't understand that. And so we just kicked back a little bit and was like, we're going to let the Lord use us in this video and explain what the Lord has been sharing with us. And a lot of the times people receive discernment from what they have been through in the past. And this situation right here, the Lord was speaking. And I know a lot of people was probably disagreeing with us on this situation. And probably a lot of other YouTubers and Facebookers were in disagreement with this pastor. But me and my husband, we stood strong on what the Lord was telling us in this situation. In this situation, we feel validated because not only that, the Lord gave me a word concerning Paul, how that woman was, I hope y'all watched that video before you watch this one, but how the woman was like, these are true men of God. These are true men of God. And Paul was going through that for days. I know that she was complimenting Paul, but at the same time, it was becoming annoying and you have to shut that down, And so when this pastor cleared up this whole thing, wow, I tell you this, I pray that people will have more wisdom, knowledge, and understanding when it comes to situations like this. And, until you get in ministry and, and start understanding what a lot of ministers are going through, it's hard. It's hard because at the same time, people are looking up to you, the whole world is watching, but at the same time, you got to move what the Spirit of the Lord wants you to do. And he did that. And you see, he's already been trying to correct this particular person. It doesn't, sometimes, it's going to keep going until the Lord does an open rebuke. Okay. Open rebuke is better than secret love. Like me and my husband have done several conferences where, it can be one specific person that's coming to our conferences all the time. And we get distracted on this one person when other people are there, and it's just becoming like, okay, are we going to keep focusing on this person? And it can take hours for one deliverance. Sometimes it can take 30 minutes for one deliverance. It can take 2 hours for one deliverance. But then if it become a continual thing, you have to recognize what this spirit is trying to do. It's trying to bring distraction in. And so now you got to figure out, okay, you got to be smarter than the enemy. Now you recognize what the enemy is trying to do. He's trying to distract you from causing other people from their deliverance. So then a visitor that's coming from the outside, has never been to our conferences, can say, "Wow, why is this? Why is Henry and Monique, uh, not paying attention to that lady's deliverance? Like, why are they not praying for her? You know what I'm saying? So we got to learn how to not prejudge some situations that go on in church. Like this right here, I believe is going to teach a lot of people a lesson, that let's just trust the situation without really putting our mouth on it, because in itself, ministry is hard. Now, me and my husband, we come against false prophets hard. And like we said, we don't know this particular pastor, so I'm not necessarily speaking about him. But I'm saying is we come against false prophets hard. But when there is true ministers of God that truly love the Lord, and they keep getting attacked by people for no reason, yeah, we're going to stand strong on it. It's not right. The congregation also need to be exposed for what they're doing. Like I just seen a video a while ago, the congregation is in a pulpit humping in the pulpit, just humping. Like, yeah, it's a lot of false prophets. We've been exposing them, but also the people of God that are coming to church need to be exposed too. So it's just all the madness just needs to stop in a hole. Thank you for watching. Bye.